So we thought we were doing our bit for the planet. We'd taken plastic out of our supply chain. We were recycling a lot of our waste streams. We even made a protest beer when the US came out with the Paris Climate Change Agreement. But as we dug deeper here and educated ourselves more and more, we were hit by the blindingly stark realization that we weren't doing nearly enough. In fact, what we were doing was almost pitiful, and we were part of the problem. The science is clear. We are sleepwalking off the edge of a cliff. We've got an imminent climate crisis and huge changes needed. Huge changes needed now. So we didn't want to be part of the problem, and we wanted to have a positive impact on the planet, which is why announcement one, oh, it's upside down, sorry. Which is why announcement one, the most important announcement, and I messed it up. It's okay. We've practiced that as well. Okay, if I forget. Which is why we are now carbon negative. Every single year, we are going to take twice as much carbon out of the air as we emit as a business. That means every single time someone drinks one of our beers, our planet gets less carbon, and it helps us have a positive impact as a business. Our carbon is our problem, so we are going to fix it ourselves. Announcement two, we are going to fix this with
the BrewDog Forest. We have bought over 2,000 acres of the Scottish Highlands, and on this land we're going to plant over 1 million native trees to create the first BrewDog Forest. And trees are nature's carbon killers. And as well as sequestering loads of carbon, the woodland is also going to promote biodiversity, natural flood attenuation, and drive local economic development.
So this fantastic 2,000-acre site is just north of Loch Lomond in the heart of the Scottish Highlands, and we are going to create from scratch the biggest native woodland created in the UK for many, many years. We're going to focus on biodiversity. We're only going to plant 3 species native to Scotland. We're going to have pine, birch, adler, juniper, and we can maybe even use that juniper in low malt gin. We're going to have hazel, oak, willow, wych elm. And we are also going to create the BrewDog campsite. We're going to do sustainability retreats, sustainability weekends, and we're going to let our team and our Equity Punk community volunteer to help us plant trees. And the location is absolutely gorgeous, almost an unprecedented move by a company handling its carbon emissions in this way on a beautiful, beautiful 2,000-acre site. And we'd love to show that site to you guys right now.
And that's what's in the picture behind us.
Yeah.
The science is clear. We're facing a climate crisis. Huge change is needed right now.
And that is why BrewDog is now carbon negative.
Every single year, we're going to pull twice as much carbon out of the air as we emit.
Our carbon, our problem.
So we're going to fix it ourselves right here.
We've bought this beautiful 2,000-acre chunk of Scottish Highlands to create the BrewDog Forest.
And we're going to plant 1 million trees to pull carbon out of the air. The site that we bought for our own forest extends 5 kilometres that way and almost 7 kilometres that way.
This all means that by drinking BrewDog beer, you're having a positive impact on the planet.
Together, let's make Earth great again.
Drink punk,
kill carbon.
So on that location, we are going to be planting 1 million trees.
1 million trees, and we've already planted 1, so there's not that many to go.
We're also going to be restoring peatlands there. Peatland restoration is a very effective way to take carbon out of the air. But we are now carbon negative, and we're going to take the carbon out of the air with our own forest. And there's a few important pieces of methodology that we've used here that we want to share with you guys. First of all, when we count carbon, we are counting all of it. So we've counted our scope 1, scope 2 carbon, but also our scope 3 upstream carbon, which is all the carbon in our supply chain. And we steadfastly believe this is the only way for a business to counter carbon and measure the true impact they're having on the planet. And we are going to double or remove all of that carbon. The calculations have also been done independently by Mike and his team, and we're going to share those calculations. You can download them on our website right now. And we want to really aspire to a high standard of transparency with everything we do when it comes to sustainability. Secondly, to double or remove all of our carbon emissions until we start work at the forest, which is likely going to be in early 2021, we are working with 4 fantastic partners. These partners have got the highest standard of accreditation and credentials, and they've been additionally vetted by Mike Berners-Lee and his team. We're working with 4 projects, 2 in the UK, 1 in Canada, 1 in Australia. These are live now. We are signed up now. We are committed now. So every single BrewDog beer that you have from now is carbon negative, and by drinking it, our planet is getting less carbon.
All that stuff with the last 2 announcements is incredible. I think we need to maybe celebrate with a beer.
So this is, hello, my name is Gail. Not Gail from Coronation Street, as everyone on Twitter seemed to think when we launched this beer.
Who is Gail from Coronation Street?
I didn't know either.
So this is a cheeky little New England IPA, but not only is it a celebration of the last 2 announcements, it also celebrates the fact that all the electricity in the brewery is coming from green wind power.
So this is a New England IPA using some of our favourite American hops, comes in at 6%. Awesome mouthfeel, huge fruit hit from the hops. Cheers. And to all of our equity punks watching at home, if you've got this beer as well, cheers. We couldn't have done any of this without your help on the journey. We're not done yet.
Okay, so it's incredible to now be taking twice the amount of CO2 out that we're putting in, but it's equally important to reduce the amount of CO2 and waste in the first place. So this is our plan to do that. From the electricity side, as of mid-June, all the electricity used in the UK is coming from wind turbines. That is green electricity. Our next step on site here is to connect the brewery to the 3 closest wind turbines. And we'll also have our planning application in for an anaerobic digester, which will sit opposite the brewery. And that's going to take all our liquid waste and spent grains and turn them into biogas, clean water, and fertilizers that the local farmers can use. We'll then take that biogas and we'll turn it into biomethane that will power the brewery and CO2. And that CO2 will add back into our beer to give us the fizz. And there's also numerous other projects that will be ongoing at the same time. And all these things will help reduce our carbon footprint and also improve our circular economy.
So all of the initiatives that we're announcing today is about £30 million investment in sustainability. And for us, it wasn't a question as to whether we could afford to do this or not, but a question as to whether we could afford not to. And we decided we could not afford not to do it, and we wanted to make a stand for the planet. From our website, now you can download this. This is Make Earth Great Again, Volume 1, our sustainability report. BrewDog.com/tomorrow, you can download the PDF. This has got all the methodology behind what we've done. It's got all the calculations behind what we've done. And like I said, for us, it's very important to be as transparent as possible here. We're putting everything on the line for what we believe in. We're definitely going to make mistakes, but we're going to share the good, we're going to share the bad, and we're going to do all we can to raise the bar when it comes to sustainability. And there's so much awesome stuff in here. Go check it out.
Cool. You are going to love this bit, James.
What part of our business is carbon negative, Martin?
Well, as of right now, all our business is carbon negative. So that means all BrewDog beers are carbon negative. It means all BrewDog distilling spirits are carbon negative. It means all our bars are carbon negative. It means our online sales, the beer that's delivered to your door, is also carbon negative. It means our German brewery and our Australian brewery are both carbon negative. And it also means that our brewery and hotel in Columbus, Ohio are
carbon negative. But perhaps more importantly, it means that the paper mache life-size Drake White shark is carbon negative, which makes it the first paper mache life-size Drake White shark carbon negative shark. I said shark twice. Oh, it was going so well.
They're going to catch on. Everybody's going to want them.
Yeah, it's going to be a thing. So as well as waging a war on carbon, we are waging a war on waste as well. So here are some initiatives that we're working on to reduce waste in our business. We are making bad beer vodka. So if a batch of, say, Jackhammer is out of spec, as opposed to wasting that beer, we are going to turn it into vodka. So no longer are we going to waste any beer that doesn't taste quite right becomes vodka. We're also making sure we don't waste any cans. So any can that would otherwise be wasted is labeled as Punk IPA and sold in our online shop. And we're also launching Mega. Mega is a new beer designed to help us tackle food waste.
And our spent grains no longer go to feed cows, they go to a local AD plant which makes biomethane, which powers our brewery. And also water, such an important resource. A few years ago, we used to use 5 pints of water for every pint of beer. Now we're at 3 and we aim to get below 2. Mega. Okay, so this Tasty Hellas is not only carbon negative, but it also uses surplus fresh bread that would otherwise end up in landfill. The trial batches that we'll be making are delicious and we really can't wait for you to try this soon. And it's called Mega, or possibly MEGA. What does that mean?
Make Earth Great Again. Yeah, could win an election with that.
You could.
We're also working on the electrification of our vehicle fleet. This photo looks like you're either stuck in the future or a Lego movie or a dystopian reality where the two blend into one. The first of our electric vehicles are going to be hitting the streets, delivering our beer to our customers before the end of this year.
And this, we have created this cool little game that focuses on sustainability. And in it, you get to control this cute little carbon-eating megabot.
So there's going to be a leaderboard, there's going to be prizes for the top 10 scorers every single month, and you can get that game now at BrewDog.com/megabot. So how should we tell everyone about all of this, Martin?
Well, how about with the biggest national advertising campaign that we've ever launched? Maybe we should launch that on Monday.
It is launching on Monday.
It is? Well, great. Everyone has to wait till Monday to see it.
I think we should show it to everyone.
You sure?
I think we should. I think we should show it. What do you guys think? Do you want to see the campaign that we've got going live on Monday? So this campaign is dedicated to everyone who says we're not punk enough anymore. So this is not advertising, this is activism. We are nailing our colours to the mast, we are taking a stand for what we believe in, and we want to shock people into thinking differently about the planet and the impact we have. And also, if you take the punk can away, it actually just says flick, so it's totally fine.
Really?
Maybe. I give it maybe 2 days before it gets banned.
I think so. Awesome. So we really hope you like the radical new direction for our company. No longer is it good enough just to sit back and wait for change to happen. We need to be the change. And we're going to be right there at the front doing every single thing that we can.
And as for the question, why are we doing this now? We're in the middle of a pandemic. We've had a very tough year operationally and financially. The answer to that question is very, very simple. This cannot wait. We're in a climate crisis, huge change is needed now. We want to do all we can to be a catalyst for change in our business, in our industry, and beyond. So as a company, from today, every single piece of our business is carbon negative. We're going to take twice the carbon out of the air every year that we emit forever, and we're going to do that with the BrewDog Forest with your help. And I think as a team, as a community, as equity punks, we can be very proud to say that now we have a very positive impact on the planet as we look to set a new standard when it comes to sustainability. As always, equity punks, we've only been able to do this with your help, with your support, because you're on this journey with us. We're very proud of what we've announced today. Hopefully you guys are too. Equity punks, we love you.